I am Dr. Sunil Yadav, the resource person of Mahatma Gandhi National Council of Rural Education. All of you are most welcome in this workshop, which is being organized by Mahatma Gandhi National Council of Rural Education, Department of Higher Education, Ministry of Education, Government of India. The topic of the webinar is vocational education, नई तालीम, experiential learning. First of all, we will be knowing about Mahatma Gandhi. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was an Indian lawyer, anti-colonial nationalist, and political atheist who employed non-violent resistance to lead the successful campaign for India's independence from British rule, and in turn inspired movements for civil rights and freedom across the world. The honor Mahatma first applied to him in 1914 in South Africa is now used throughout the world. His contribution to the formation of modern India also gave him the title Father of the Nation. Mahatma Gandhi was born and raised in a Hindu family in coastal Gujarat, Western India. Gandhi trained in law at the Inner Temple, London, and was called to the bar at the age of 22 in June 1891. After 2 uncertain years in India, where he was unable to start a successful law practice, he moved to South Africa in the year 1893 to represent an Indian merchant in a lawsuit. He went on to stay for 21 years. He was in South Africa that Gandhi raised a family and first employed non-violent resistance in a campaign for civil rights. In the year 1915, aged 45, he returned to India. He set about organizing peasants, farmers, and urban laborers to protest against excessive land tax and discrimination. Assuming leadership of Indian National Congress in 1921, Gandhi led a nationwide campaign for easing poverty, expanding women's rights, building religious and ethnic unity, ending untouchability from India. Today mainly I will discuss about the educational ideas of Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. According to him, education need to focus on full personality development of children. Full personality development is possible through experiences. Education becomes effective when it is transferred through work and craft rather than through books and abstraction. For true character building, focus must be on values, ethics, and ideal citizenship. Nonviolence and exclusion in school need to be rooted out. We should also focus on culture, art, music, dance, sport, games, which are basis for creativity, imagination, peaceful living with harmony. Educational planning should consider a rural Indian mass in mind. Community is part of every school. Community engagement in terms of owning and managing school need to be focused and promoted. To improve the quality of education, global issues and citizenship values need to be integrated in schools and teacher education curriculum. Topics like climate change, global warming, water crisis, value crisis, swachhata, clear energy, land degradation, erosion to soil fertility, gender equity need to be taught to the student. Gandhiji philosophy of life, he believed in essential unity of man and all living beings. Truth is God and God is truth. Truth is the end and non-violence is the mean. I have no God to serve but truth. Regardless his own life as an experiment with the truth, belief in universal community without barriers of caste, creed, color, wealth, and power. Simple living and high thinking, Ramraj using truth and violence. Gandhiji basic scheme of education. The main highlights of his basic scheme of educations are like embodiment of his basic ideals of an ideal society, implied a program of social transformation, fusion of naturalism, idealism, and pragmatism. Naturalist in setting, idealistic in its aim, pragmatic in its methods. Total development of human personality through education. Education is not literacy only. Education is a quest for truth and non-violence. Education is training of the mind and body led into an awakening of one's soul. Gandhiji aim of education: occasional efficiency, cultural development, spiritual development, characters development, work education through economic activities, and craft based education. Students should be inculcated with desirable values of culture, emphasized education of 3H, that is, hand, head, and heart. Moral values like righteousness, integrity, self restraint, purity of character should be cultivated. Self realization should be the ultimate goal of the education. Need for vocational education. Present time there is a compulsory vocational education is required to provide employment to our children. Vocational education is required for reduction in unemployment, creation of small medium enterprises, world-class productivity and quality, export and tourism surge, GDP increase and per capita advantage. Four areas of vocational education, नई तालीम and experience in learning action plans are: first is what vocational education, second is self-reliance, third is swachhata and health, fourth community and field engagement. Now, what can be included in vocational education, like making masks, making sanitizer, soaps, making jam, pickles, sweet and snacks, making milk-based product, weaving, tailoring, bookbinding, furniture, pottery, carpentry, toy making, flower bouquet, basket making, poultry farming, sericulture. So in the COVID time, training of mask making can be provided to our school going or college going children. Otherwise, they can also be trained to make sanitizer and how to make soap. Children can be trained how to make different jams and jellies. Now in this, they will be getting training to know identify which fruit is ripe and fresh. Then they will inspect the food. Then they will be trained how to wash this washing techniques, peeling and cutting, blending, simmering, stirring, adding sugar, rapid boiling, jam product, packaging, and then bottling of the final product. And in this way, they will be able to develop the skill how to produce a product, how to become producer, and instead of developing the mindset of consumers only. Making a milk-based product, children can be taught to produce different types of product which are milk-based, like sour cream, ice cream, butter, cheese, fresh cream, yogurt, and many other milk-based product can be manufactured by providing proper training to the children. Weaving related skill can be provided to children so that they will develop some skill in their hand. Tailoring skill can be provided to children. Training related with cutting, sewing, stitching skill can be given to the children so that in case if they are facing any emergency, they can use this skill to earn their livelihood. Skill related with book binding can be provided to the children in school or colleges. Furniture making activities can be started in the school and colleges. skill related with pottery, carpentry skill, toy making skills, flower bouquet skill, basket making skills, poultry farming skills, sericulture, horticulture, apiculture, cycle repairs, electronic good repairs. These are the various skills which can be provided to children. In this way, we can develop the skill in the hand of the children. So, in case in future there is any emergency, they just by using these skill they can earn their livelihood. Second is self-reliance, that is related to food, clothing, and shelters. Training should be given to the children in school or colleges for growing foods, and in concept of kitchen garden can be introduced to children. Cooking food, water conservation, rainwater harvesting skill can be provided to children. Hand weaving, whitewashing, and painting skill can be incul- included in the school curriculum. Building maintenance and repair, electrical repairs, construction of sheds and temporary shelters, use of different types of tools like plier, spade, hammer, screwdriver, agricultural tools. Third important point is Swachhta and health. So, wastage segregation, like different types of waste are generated in the society. They should be trained in the beginning itself how to segregate different types of waste, like whether it is organic waste, paper waste, e-waste, plastic, glass, metal, mixed waste. Skill related with composting can be provided to school going children. The biogas digester training can be also provided. Residential solar panels connected to the grid, so using solar energy and solar energy based equipment, pressure cooker, lights. This should be promoted, educated in school and colleges. Miyawaki method, greening the campus, Miyawaki forest, Nakshatra Vanam, and growing fruit trees, herbal medicinal plants can be done in the campus or nearby campus area. Campus cleaning activities can be organized in the school and colleges. Clean toilets, safe drinking water. Post COVID-19 sanitization, the training related with the washing hand, use of soap, don't shake hand, use disinfectant, keep distance, avoid contact. This training must be provided to children to save themselves from this COVID emergency. Awareness of self health, like to, and they should be motivated to go outside, meet someone, chat it outside, snacks, comfy class, Netflix, exercise, plan something to look forward to, tidy up, treat yourself, pamper yourself, play with a pet, read a book, listen to uplifting music. Different types of yoga, pranayam, and meditation sessions should be conducted in school. like Vakrasan, Makrasan, Salavasan, Ardhahalasan, Gomukhasan, Pawan Bhujangasana. These are different yogas and pranayam which should be organized in school to ensure that children are healthy, fit. Fourth activities which can be performed in the school, that is community engagement and field work, engaging with gram panchayat and village local community, conducting survey on local problem like speeding traffic, cars parked inconveniently, teenagers hanging around, rubbish, vandalism, fireworks, drug use, stealing, uncontrolled dog mess, people being drunk, rowdy, people being insulted, abandoned cars, noisy neighbors, racial attacks, healthcare support for the community, serving food to the local in case of disaster. We should provide training to school or college going children how to serve food to the local community. In this way, they will be developing a social skill, working for social cause. Disaster risk resilience centers institution as a center to support during disasters when an area is hit by a disaster, how to mitigate the disaster, how to minimize the risk by serving people during disaster. This type of training can be provided to children. Festivals and fairs are being organized in locality. The children should be asked to visit these local festivals and fair, and some project should be given to them. What are the local products which are sold in the local festivals and fairs? Paralegal clinic support for domestic violence issue, gender discrimination, women empowerment. There are many issues, legal related issues are there, like support for domestic violence issue, gender discrimination, women empowerment. So some type of para clinic support can be given to these people who are suffering, who are not getting this legal service. Why? If you are doing all these things, we'll be able to achieve sustainable goal, and in this way we can transfer our country from developing country to a atmanirbhar country. So if you are doing this, then there will be no poverty, zero hunger, good health and well-being, quality education, gender equality will be there. Will be able to provide clean water and sanitary condition in the surrounding. If you are focusing on this solar energy, the affordable and clean energy will be available, decent work and economic growth will be there, industrial innovation and infrastructure will develop, which will generate employment, reduced inequality in society. There will be reduction of the inequality. Sustainable cities and communities will develop responsible consumption and production. We will be taking care of our climate and life under below water, life on land, peace, justice, and strong institution can be maintained. Partnership for the goal. We have to work together. Only then we will be able to achieve the sustainable goal for our nation. Now I will discuss about Gandhiji and Nai Talim. Gandhiji's philosophy is spiritual and non-materialistic. The existing social order must facilitate and support the development of individual. Individual must work toward perfection in a spiritual society with this principle of love, non-violence, truth, and justice. A social order based on the above virtues remove all sort of exploitation, be it economic, social, political, or even religious. A society or individual without the virtue of truth, justice, and non-violence lead to exploitation. Exploitation affects the dignity of human being, therefore concentration of power, social position in the hands of a few must be discouraged and addressed. Gandhiji's idea on caste system is not what the present day society practice. He advocated that the division of labor and specialization of function according to individual nature, swabhav and expertise. The authority based on moral but not on physical force being brings social order and leads to meaningful life. Physical force and violence are not only undemocratic but leads to exploitation of some sort or others. The economic and social structure to be built on decentralized agriculture and industry with focus on cottage and village industries. Decentralized villages and cottage industries check the accumulation of big industrialists and a way forward for providing employment with new entrepreneurship. Family and family morality are the basis for economic and value-based development. Everybody must work and even intellectual workers must perform some physical labor. There is an intimate connection between matter and spirituality. Material position are merely a means and never an end in themselves. Material pursuit for a mere sense of enjoyment are harmful and lead to ever-growing desire, greed, passion, love for power and abstention. Desire and appetite after certain well-defined limits work for the slavery of the individual. Therefore, all the material possession tools must be strictly regulated. Gandhiji concentrated on a casteless and classless society based upon cooperative service. No type of physical labor is considered as low or degrading. All work is honorable and sacred. Every conscious and honest worker is not merely worthy of his wages but also worth of respect and dignity. There is no hierarchical class or caste based upon worth, wealth, or profession. There must be cooperation and division of labor according to natural and acquired capacities. So all the school and colleges have to develop one committee in their school and their college. First area is what occasional education. These are the activities which can be performed by this committee, and you have to delegate to one faculty member who will be heading this committee, that is called occasional education. Second is Second committee should be related with self-reliance that include food, clothing, and shelter. These are the various activities like growing food, kitchen garden, cooking food, water conservation, rainwater harvesting, hand weaving, whitewashing, painting, building maintenance and repairs, electrical repairs, construction of sheds, temporary shelters, use of tools, pliers, spade, hammers, screwdriver, agricultural tools. You have to The principal of the college have to delegate appoint one committee with faculty member as committee member, and you have to write the contact number and email of the that committee member, and you have to fill this form sent to us. Third committee is related to Swachhata and health. These are various activities like waste segregation and recycling, composting, biogas production and use, using solar energy and solar energy based equipments like pressure cooker, lights, greening the campus, Miyawaki forest or Nakshatravanam, and growing fruit, trees, herbal, medicinal plants. Campus cleaning team, clean toilets, safe drinking water, post COVID 19 sanitization, awareness of one's health, yoga, pranayam, and meditation. These are some of the activities which should be included in this area, and principal should appoint one committee for maintaining for implementing these activities in the campus. Fourth committee is related with community engagement and field engagement. The various activities which can be performed by this committee is engaging with Gram Panchayat and village local community, conducting surveys on local problems, healthcare support for the community, serving food to local community on special occasions, serving water to the local community, disaster risk resilience center institution as a center to support during disasters, festivals and fairs, paralegal clinics, support for domestic violence issue, gender discrimination, women empowerment, lok vidyas, and principal have to delegate some member of faculty member to take care of the activities of this area. Uh, All the college principal have to observe three of the following days in the campus to inculcate and internalize when vocational education, नई तालीम and experiential learning culture in our faculty and student. These are like Rashtriya Utpadak Divas, National Science Day, World Water Day, World Health Day, Kasturba Birth Anniversary, Rabindranath Tagore Birth Anniversary, World Environment Day, Teachers Day, Vinoba Bhave Birth Anniversary, Nai Talim Day, that is Gandhi Jayanti, National Unity Day, Rashtriya Shiksha Divas. Now I will discuss about experiential learning. Experiential learning model start with experience, then share, then process, journalize, and apply. Now, suppose I am giving one example of experiential learning, like use of tool for experiential learning. Are these tools ready with you? You have to arrange all these tools. Have like a knife and cutting board, measuring tape, flask, electric kettle, steam vaporizer, bottle opener, vegetable peeler, screwdriver, tin opener, pliers, spanners, scissors, hammers. And once your children have developed the skill of using these different tools, it can be integrated with different subjects also, like subject like science, social studies, language, maths. Like with science, knife and cutting board. Science knife can be through knife. It can be the concept of friction, lever, material of knives, and chopping boards can be explained. Social studies, history of knives, how knives are made, comparison with other vegetable meat cutters, maths, ratio, size, estimation, length, weight, language, vocabulary, creative writing, writing instruction, describing a knife, birth of knife. So in this way, it can be different subject can be integrated with experiential learning. Thank you very much for attending my session. Now I declare this session closed.